Chasing the real estate headlines and hype is assuredly going to get you burnt.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We are honored that for over 35 years, we've been able to come alongside you, not only selling, buying, and investing in real estate over 3,117 times, coming alongside you to build your fund, build your faith, build your fitness, and of course your finances, and even strengthen, heal, and flourish inside relationship. The headlines are sensational. They tell me what to do, when to do it, why to do it, and how to do it.
They're paid to do that.
It's scary because I even can get caught up in the headlines and start to think they're true.
Yes.
Now's the time to do something. Now's the time to do nothing. Now's the time the market's going to get hot. Now is the time that nothing is selling.
That's not true, Yetta.
I don't get caught up in it.
Things sell every month.
I know it's not true. I know nothing I just said is that piece. That piece. Everything else was true. That piece, the headlines, generally speaking, are not telling the truth. And they're certainly not telling the whole story. And they're not taking into consideration your life. Well, what's going on for you.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't.
And the difficulty is the headlines are either about what's happened in the past, right, or they're predicting the future, either doom and gloom or great heights of stuff, right? They can't predict steady, slow as we go because
that's not newsworthy.
That's not selling anything, right? It's not newsworthy. You're right.
Who would want to, if I just say all the time, 5% increase, time to make a move, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't matter how much enthusiasm or energy I put with it.
Right. So if we can't chase the market, when I say chase the market, I mean search for the right market that we should either buy or sell in. And sometimes people are doing both. They're buying and selling.
Right.
Right. And if they're staying within the same geographical marketplace, probably it doesn't really affect them much buying or selling because the market shifts as a whole typically, maybe a little less in some
price
neighborhoods.
Ranges or neighborhoods.
And that's why we have to do that research for you to make sure we're giving you accurate information for the neighborhood you're requesting.
And the type of property, because it's not just neighborhood, it's property specific in a neighborhood.
Yeah, and I think all the doom and gloom around the Toronto condo market has caused a stall in the Ottawa real estate
condo market, which is crazy. What's Toronto got to do with Ottawa? Not much.
Yeah.
You're not likely doing the commute.
No.
Right?
No, and our condos are larger and less money. And, you know, if a condo life is what suits your life right now, whether you're just starting out or you're retiring or you're single and that lifestyle suits you, then go buy one.
Yeah. Yes. It really is about you and your situation. And no, you can't predict what's going to happen in your life in 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years either. And yet you know what can serve you now and what the probability is that it's going to serve you for a certain length of time.
Absolutely. And then you make a decision whether you're moving on to something different. You know, maybe you meet somebody and now you need a bigger place, or maybe you have children, or whatever the situation is. There is a time and a season for moving and a reason for moving. It's real estate is not, I should jump in because the market's strong. No, you should jump in because it's the right thing for your life, for the season you're in, and you're going to buy the type of property that works for where you are. Most people will buy and sell 3, 4, 5 houses, and it's generally because they're going up in size as their family grows, and maybe they're going down, or they're going to less maintenance, and then they're going into a retirement home or something.
Or maybe it's a country property. Maybe it's city living versus country living. Maybe it's off well and septic. Maybe it's onto waterfront. Maybe it's onto well and septic, so I get more space. Maybe there's a big move still, and it was big in COVID, to go to something that's more of a homestead property. I know our son did that 4 years ago now, I'm
Mhm.
thinking. And lots of people have said, oh, that's what I want. That's what I want. Well, it's a lot of work. However, if it's what you want, then it's what you may be able to do,
Mhm.
right? So there's reasons to want to make a move. Always in life, there will be.
Yeah.
And so just embrace those rather than focus on the headlines. Because anytime I've focused on the headlines, it's caused me to be reactive rather than proactive.
There, you got it, Yetta. That's it. Proactive based on your life, not reactive to a stalling market or a rising market or a balanced market, of which we're probably in a pretty good balanced market at the moment. But, Korea says the data shows that real estate markets move in short cycles, while life transitions, family, work, health, that kind of thing, they are long. They're dominant reasons why people buy or sell a property, right?
Yes, absolutely. And they're, like Ken said, they're a much longer cycle.
Yeah, typically.
Right? Typically a
people
much
go into
longer.
a home for 5, 10, 15, 20 years before that home doesn't suit them anymore.
Most people.
Typically, yeah.
We have some clients that like the 18-month plan or thereabouts. We personally are in our homes on average, I'd say 15 plus years.
Yeah.
The first one, no.
First one, a couple years. And that's typical if you're buying your starter home, because as we're going to discuss in a show in March, we're going to talk about your first home isn't necessarily your dream home or a lifestyle choice. It's a wealth building choice. And
It's a get started choice, right?
So we're going to get into that in March. So stay tuned. So generally the first home might be a shorter time. Then your next home might be much longer time. I know for us, our second home was 14 years. Our next home was 12. And we've been in this one 13?
Yeah, about that.
Hey, how am I doing on my dates? That's pretty
they
fantastic.
weren't bang on, and I'm going to leave them right where they are.
They're pretty close.
They're close.
Yeah, so well over 10 years for each home.
Yeah.
And so we've seen, in each home we've been in, we've seen different markets while we stayed there, while we stayed put. But we moved when we felt the timing was right for our life and our life situations and things that were coming up more than what was happening in the market. We never really moved based on the market.
No, we didn't. We sometimes, I don't even think we bought investment properties based on the market. It was always what worked best. What I'm thinking right now, though, the little chuckle on my face, is that sometimes what other people are doing has pressure for what we ought to be doing. And it's not true. Sometimes, most people our age, when we moved here, were downsizing. We chose to right size instead of downsize. And right size is just another way of saying we bought a larger home when we were empty nesters because it suited what we were up to in that season. And it had an in-law suite, and my dad was sick with cancer at the time, and we thought mom might need somewhere to move. Has it happened that way? And yet caused us to buy bigger, not smaller. That was about our life, not what other people thought we should be doing.
Yeah. So don't wait for the perfect market. Get clear, then move with confidence. We're glad that you joined us on Life's Inside Track, because when we move forward together, we've got this.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward